The long-awaited Santa Fe gameplay pack has finally been released, but unfortunately, it didn't come without issues. From glitches to missing details, this DLC feels a bit rough around the edges. Before we dive in, I want to give a big shout out to my friend and livery collaborator Central. You can find his channel linked in the description. He's provided valuable feedback and screenshots that helped highlight many of these problems. So make sure to check out his channel and show him some support for his awesome work. And if you're thinking about getting this pack just for the new liveries, you might want to hold off, because there's quite a lot to talk about. So, let's take a closer look at what's really going on with the Santa Fe gameplay pack. One of the first things you'll notice is the incorrect number font on the rear of the SD40-2. Instead of using the classic stylized Santa Fe number font, the same one that appears on the sides of the cab, the rear numbers use a completely different plain typeface. It might seem like a small detail, but for anyone familiar with Santa Fe locomotives, it stands out immediately. These kinds of inconsistencies break immersion and make the unit feel less authentic, especially when you compare it to reference photos or preserved locomotives. But even worse, the C40-8W doesn't have a rear number at all. It's completely missing. For a locomotive that's supposed to represent the iconic Santa Fe look, that's a big oversight. The rear number is an important detail for identification, especially when running in multiple unit consists or during switching operations. Its absence makes the model feel unfinished, and it really takes away from the overall realism of the pack. Now, here's where things get really frustrating, especially if you're a livery creator. This one's going to hurt. Do you remember the Cane Creek release back in 2021? The AC44CW and SD40-2 units had that same annoying texture glitch. The glitch affects other panels and polygons that aren't even supposed to be touched when you apply a shape. It's like the texture system can't properly isolate surfaces, so when you edit one area, it unintentionally distorts others too. This makes creating precise or detailed liveries impossible. Here's an example where green means intended and red means not. And it's not just the locomotives suffering from this. The twin-bay cement hopper also has major texture issues. The surface materials look completely uneditable, and layers not displaying correctly at all. For a freight car that's supposed to represent such an iconic Santa Fe design, this really stands out. These kinds of problems make it hard to create clean or realistic liveries, and it feels like the same texture system errors that plagued earlier DLCs have somehow made a comeback here. It's disappointing because the Santa Fe pack had so much potential for creators. But with all these texture and rendering issues, it's impossible to properly finish a detailed or weathered design without running into bugs. We'll have to drop the projects that were planned for these units, and we're really sorry about that. Are you upset about these glitches, or are you ready to move on? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next one.